in Berlin, because unfortunately or fortunately, fashion is also fit, quality, is emotion. It's not only something like accessories easier sometimes to buy, but fashion when you have to buy a coat, a beautiful evening gowns, a beautiful jacket, I think you should also touch. In fact, I agree with you today, a modern company, when you reach a certain, of course, level of sales, then you have to go, today was multi-channel, but today is even cross-channel, even more than multi-channel, because you can really increase a lot. But since we are here, I think, speaking mostly with young designers, small and medium enterprises, in the middle of everything, you have to put the collection. And I think this thing is given to a showroom, maybe international showroom, maybe in Italy, in Paris, that at the beginning gives you can give you advices for free. You don't have to pay anything. You will pay them today. I saw some e-commerce, they want like 30%, 25-30%, margin. That's what the agent or the distributor, they have today, about 30%. So the cost is the same. Then after, when you see and you have the reaction immediately with the customer, the first customer is the boutique, of course. But they are buyers that they know about the product, international, if it's good, what is wrong. And after the first selling season, we can really tell to designer which are the key points, which are the weak points. I mean, we do coaching to the designers, and this is the most important thing. Then, when you focus your collection, you see that you start to have, a certain numbers of point of sales, retailers, then you start to go internet. I think this should be the most important thing.
Lian, how do you see this?
Yeah, I think, as you said, I think the product is the most important thing to start with. So having great quality product and pricing it appropriately for whoever is interested in your product. But I think there's, after that, after you get that right, which is not an easy task, I think there's maybe three things that matter. So first is really knowing and understanding your customer. So once you start to build up a base, really knowing where do they spend their time, what do they do, how do they discover new brands. One of the most interesting parts of my job is that I get to speak with marketers, CMOs at a bunch of different retailers. And it's really interesting to see kind of what works well for them. So one retailer might say, 30% of my sales come from email. Another one says, 10% of my sales come from Pinterest. Somebody else is telling us all about how, this cashback site is doing a ton for them. And when we bring them together sometimes and they debate what works well for them, it might, sometimes they get a little jealous. They're like, I didn't know about that. Like, I need to start trying Pinterest, or I need to do this. But what's interesting is that if you really know your customer, it might just be that your customer doesn't spend time on Pinterest. Your customer doesn't doesn't shop in store or whatever. So, it's okay if similar sites or competitors or whatever are doing something. If that's not what your customer is doing, don't worry about that. I would say go next, be open to testing. So always make sure that you have somebody on your team where you spend some of your time trying out new technologies, trying out new social networks, changing the website around, changing the fonts around, all of that stuff. Don't get too stagnant in what you're doing. Make sure that you're always trying something new. And then third, data. Make sure you're looking at the data of people who come to your site, how people are buying, what products do well, and when you're testing, what performs well. It's hard, I think, especially for a lot of entrepreneurs in the room to kind of take your emotion out of it, take your own point of view out of it, and look at what the customers are actually saying and what metrics are doing well.
Mr. Pak, please.
Спасибо. Я недавно прочитал об одном исследовании. Исследование было посвящено тому, какие компании, какие бренды являются более успешными и почему. Это исследование длилось, была изучена история разных успешных компаний на протяжении нескольких десятков лет. И вот пытались определить разные правила, почему какой-то бренд является, например, более успешным или менее успешным по отношению к другому. И было выявлено, что есть только 3 правила, которым соответствовали все топ-10 успешных брендов в каждой категории, начиная от неценовая конкуренция была важнее ценовой. То есть это означает, что компания инвестировала всегда больше не в цену товара, не в снижение цены товара, а в создание определенной иной ценности для покупателя. Например, в качестве примера был Abercrombie & который в период кризиса в Америке не снижал цены так, как другие ритейлеры в этом же сегменте, но создавал образ успешных молодых людей, которые пользуются, носят одежду этого бренда. И таким образом, когда кризис 2008 года закончился, это позволило им гораздо быстрее нарастить продажи, чем другим аналогичным брендам. Второе правило заключалось в том, что доходы важнее расходов. То есть увеличение расходов, увеличение доходов для этой успешной компании был важнее, чем контроль над расходами. И третье правило заключалось в том, что никаких других правил нет. То есть только эти два. Я думаю, что это можно отнести и к тому, на какие вещи нужно обращать внимание брендам, которые занимаются работой в фэшн-индустрии. Спасибо.
Yes, so before opening to the audience, I think there will be questions. Could any of you share with us what you think the future of retail, so what are we going to see from today to 2 years? In 2 years, what are the trends going to be? Diane, you have any insight?
Sure, yeah, I think I kind of touched on this earlier, but one, I think buy buttons are going to be everywhere, so you're going to be able to buy on Facebook or Snapchat or whatever, and it's going to be really easy to do that right now. It's especially on your cell phone, so painful to buy anything. The whole click and zoom, so I think that'll happen. Next, I think there'll be a lot of innovations in delivery. There's like drones. There's a bunch of, in the US at least, like grocery delivery companies and all this stuff. So I think it'll be really interesting. Uber's doing a lot, kind of just to see, how quickly you can get your goods. And then last, I don't know a lot about virtual reality, but I think I'm very interested to see kind of how that experience changes, how you get to know brands and buy big brands.
Yes, I think more or less we have the same idea. I think that the traditional shop will not die, at least not soon. But you will have to work in the modern way, to really, and I think the tradition and the innovation that will really integrate much more, because as we said, we saw there are traditional shops or traditional designers that start to sell through internet. There are internet-based companies that sell design that are opening a traditional shop. So I think the integration will go on and has to we have to work very closely, because today there is a new of today. The Roberto Cavalli opened the first this morning. I read this new that Roberto Cavalli opened his first interactive web, where you can buy also, you can shop online, but they don't deliver to you the merchandise. You have to pick it up in the shop. We use also this new word, ROPO, means research online, purchase offline. So I'm sure, and again, that we have to look for the future, but we don't have to forget the tradition and our heritage.
Are there any questions in the audience?
Добрый день, спасибо за выступление. Меня зовут Любовь, я производитель детской одежды и дизайнер. Меня интересует, возможно ли сотрудничество с вашими платформами, если возможно, то какие шаги нужно предпринять, показать лукбук, качество одежды, что нужно с детской.
evaluating your collection with great pleasure, but the problem we don't deal with the kids wear. We do only men's, ladies, and accessories. But if you write to Assomoda, we have lots of my colleagues that they work on kids wear, and they will be very happy if you come to Milano to see your collection and to see if you have the possibility to be represented by these showrooms. So you should get in touch with Assomoda and we'll try to help you with other colleagues. Sure, I'll give you the business card later. Okay?
Do you have an e-commerce store? Do you have an online store?
Yes, we have an online store, and we should take the day of the
Да, у нас есть свой интернет-магазин, но основной упор мы производитель, поэтому в самом начале мы сделали упор на оптовые продажи, и у нас уже есть недоговоренности, мы уже продаемся в 3 крупные российские сети. Детские.
Great. So the way that we kind of look for and discover new brands is we always want to make sure we have the best brands on our site. Is something that our shoppers are always searching for. So we do have kids clothes, and it's actually one of the fastest growing categories. But for any of you in the audience interested in working for ShopStyle, we have a form online. It's retailers.shopstyle.com. You can go there and you enter all of your information, and we kind of evaluate all the different stores. We do have a curated site, so we don't have every a brand out there, although I would love if we could. So you're more than welcome to put your information there, or email us. It's retailers@shopstyle.com. Send us your information, we can get back to you.
Hello, thank you. My name is Giulio, I'm a women's wear fashion designer. And the question is, how reachable the Italian market, for example, Italian or USA American market, is for Russian designers? And question 2 is, what is the level of acceptance by native Italians or American people of Russian designers, particularly Russian designers? So is there any point to go there? So this is the question.
I told you, this is a difficult, how do you say, this is not so easy to answer.